Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of the Boogie Man. Now I know in the last video, the very long video that I had no idea was going to be that long, it's like an hour and a half almost. We got the true ending, as well as some bonus content, and we got to see one of the alternate endings as well that I had not obtained. And, you know, thinking about it after the fact, I decided that I wanted to see what the other two endings were, as well as spend the time highlighting everybody else who worked really hard on this game. I felt like it wasn't fair that I kind of rushed it through, which obviously the game was, or the video was so long already, because I wasn't prepared for how different the endings were going to be, that it ended up being a much longer video than I thought it was going to be. And just between us, I was up till like 2 in the morning, so I kind of had to end it so that I could get it, you know, edited and rendered and all that fun stuff. But after an amazing comment in the last video, and I just got really inspired to really see this game through and see what else it had to offer. I may miss some like cutscenes if I skip them accidentally because I think they're already played or something like that, but for the most part it looks like this video shouldn't be as bad because I've already done the main requirements. Now the only two things I need to do for this video is actually have Sophie die, which sounds really mean, but she has to die for both of these outcomes, and then David will either die or survive, and according to those, the game will change its ending once more. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into this room, and we'll go ahead and skip this little cutscene here, but what's weird about it is that she can't, like, straight up die. She has to have, like, 30% health or lower, but not dead. She can't be dead, because then it doesn't work. It just gives you a game over screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and run around until I can get to... Ow! Okay, well, I'm going to get hurt anyways. But yeah, apparently her health goes red after 30. And so I want to keep her at 30 or lower, but obviously not 0 because that would just be awful. And then what I think I'm going to do is after that, after she dies, I am going to have David die first, because that way it's going to be less stuff for us to have to sift through. Yeah, I need to let these doggies like hug me and stuff. I love you so much, little puppy. Okay, we're good, we're good. No more hugs and kisses from the puppies. Which is really weird because like the Sandman saved her. Ow. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Well, something popped up in the back there. Did you guys see that? I don't know. Oh! Okay. Oh no. I really don't want to do this.
Sophie!
Oh my god, they were so close too.
Sophie, please.
Sophie, get up. Sophie. Sophie!
She's not gonna make it. I mean, obviously that's what's supposed to happen, but dang it.
This can't be real, right?
Let's go see Richard. We can't just leave her here.
Oh, that bed though. He's lost everybody too. Man.
For finding my daughter.
Tell me where you're going.
I'll kill him. He killed my daughter.
Wait.
Just let me go! Keith, you're a detective. You've seen parents whose children were killed, haven't you? And haven't they said the same, that they want to kill the one who killed their children? Revenge is my duty as her father!
David! Bring me a curtain and a towel.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but...
I'm sorry. Forgive me, Richard.
This is so sad. This sucks.
Lance, checking on him from time to time.
Why'd you tie him up?
I checked, and there's no razors or scissors. But there are mirrors and windows. Make sure they don't get broken. And don't take out the gag. You might chew off his tongue.
Isn't there any other way?
Tell me if you've got a better idea.
Piece of shit.
I mean, we're not the bad ones here. We're trying to protect him.
Where are you going?
Just going to stay by the guy's side. You not gonna allow that either?
Lance, why are you being nice all of a sudden? Never mind, he just shoved David out of the way.
David, you stay here. I don't want you jabbing me in the back, too.
I wouldn't do that. I know you didn't want to do it this way. I feel so bad for Richard. There's not much else we can do. What can you even do? I'm coming too. We have to find Helena, and quick.
Do as you like.
David.
I was gonna say, everybody's leaving Shirley alone in that room.
Why don't you do what I tell you to?
Oh, I think this
Haven't I told you
flashback's
not
the
to play
same.
here? What if a pot or a knife fell on you?
Sorry, Dad.
So, why were you playing around here?
I'm gonna go ahead and skip this. I'm sorry if there's anything different in it, but I feel like we've already seen that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it, of course, because now we have met one of the requirements, which is Sophie has to die. Now I just need to remember what else I need to do to get back to the ending, and we will go from there. As you guys can tell, I am making my way up to see the boogeyman again. David and Sophie are both dead. So this is different. Lever on the wall. Pull it. What was that? Shit. I don't know what that lever does, but okay. That's weird. So, is there anything else I can do? I don't know what that gate thing did, or if I should leave it. I don't know, I heard something. Something's gotta happen. The boogeyman's not here. Oh, that's the gate, and I hear his footsteps. Oh, he's totally here. It's gonna be bad, but he's totally here. What is this? No!
Oh dear. Now I've done it. I thought I'd get the drop on you, but you're always going off somewhere or another, so I couldn't keep up. What an awful curtain closer.
What a terrible way to go.
But hey, that's how it goes. I've done a lot of harm murdering, and you've done a lot of harm protecting. Life doesn't always go the way you want.
Poor Helena, she has like the worst endings ever.
Detective, can I ask a question? Who took away the stairs?
It was that lever, wasn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. So that lever must have been the stairs. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Keith!
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely wonderful. I'm going to be walking around
Keith!
with freaking blood
Helena!
all over me.
Where'd they get to?
I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Oh my god, he looks so cold and creepy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard the situation. I'm talking with him now. Hey, hold on. Can you just give me some more time? What? Tell him to go do it himself. Don't be stupid. Sure, he's a detective, but he's a victim here. If you want to hear it straight from him, you tell him that yourself. Why did it have to be her? I can't just say these things happen, can I?
You know what's really weird about this is the fact that, like, he wouldn't let Richard go to get revenge, but as soon as he saw what happened to Helena, he took an axe to his face.
It's always on my mind, you know. Guys like us live all bold, but good people keep dying right in front of us. And there's nothing we can do about it. To hell with this. With all of this. Don't hold it in, Keith. You can cry now.
I didn't cry when my son died.
So?
Keith.
The dude has, like, shut himself down emotionally. Where's he going at a time like this?
Show yourself.
What? Huh?
Boy, that was awful. But hey, guess it worked out okay in the end. Now I'm able to meet you again.
Is this the real Boogie Man then? I mean, I know it's an alternate ending, so...
You've got a gloomy look there, Detective. Was killing me not enough? Worried about your wife, maybe? Don't worry. She's doing just fine on the other side.
Oh my god.
With your son, too.
Give it back.
Give what back?
My wife. My son. Give back my family!
It wasn't me.
It was you!
Detective, so you can't even cry normal tears, huh?
Normal tears.
Give them back? But didn't you just throw it all away?
It does look like he's crying like blood.
You always focused on your enemy, the one you knew was lurking somewhere. Didn't you notice the ones clinging to your feet? I'm sure you did, but you pretended you didn't, for the sake of your petty, miserable pride. You just pushed them away. I just picked them up. This was how it would always go down, sooner or later. All along, you never even knew.
What?
I guess I'll tell you. I am the boogie.
What?
The boogie in your head.
Oh. Oh, wow. There's not a lot of deaths in this game, but the ones that are here are very, very... It's crazy. Boogie's fine tonight, huh? Okay, so we've got one more bad end to do, which is going to be when I save David, but let Sophie die. Well, she's already died, so that's the other ending that we need to do. I actually really like the fact that you get to learn a little bit more about the characters with each ending, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's push on forward and see what we can do next. Alright guys, here we are, so close to the final ending of the game. Now I think if I follow every other pattern that I've had here, I'm gonna go up here and probably run into the boogeyman himself. And maybe fight him? I don't know. Last time I didn't have to fight him, I pulled that lever, which is the only thing in the room, and ended up killing my wife. This wasn't here before. What? There's a lever to control the suspended stairs, which is... Okay, so they move the room around on me or something. But where is everybody? Whoa! God dang it, really? Let's just that didn't happen. Nobody saw that. Good lord. That was the stairs, wasn't it? Oh my god, I jumped so bad. I wasn't expecting that at all. Yeah. Oh, you're okay? Wow. Okay. Now what? Now where? Oh, crap. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Alright, I'll keep looking around and see if I'll find anything, I guess. I haven't really seen anything yet. I'm pretty much back in the main building, though. The safe room is here, right? Oh.
Lance?
Where did everybody go?
Surely.
Is he gonna freaking jump out at me again? I'd rather you not.
Richard?
Boogie? Maybe?
Sophie?
There's nobody here. They're all gone. Huh? Huh?
No witnesses. Not a single one.
I don't get it. I mean, like, is Keith really crazy? I mean, I know I, brought that up in my last video, but I feel like he is.
I only just heard about it, so I don't know any details. We're talking with the police there, but they seem confused.
Like hell I'm satisfied with confused. Do you know how many deaths we have here? Come on. I'm going to the scene myself. Get everything in order, Eric.
Yes, sir.
I have a feeling everybody just died. Oh, this is a nice, happy home. We've been here a few times. And wonderful things have happened. I was gonna say, don't jump scare me again. I'm not ready.
Hey, Dad?
Yes?
Where'd Mom go?
I don't know.
Did Mom die?
I don't know.
Are you lonely, Dad?
Yeah,
Oh, so straightforward now.
but I've got you here, right?
No, not really.
We'll sleep here until Mom comes back. You okay with it dark? Need a nightlight?
I'm fine, 'cause you're here, Dad.
I don't like this. I feel like something's gonna happen like real soon.
I'll win this place, where the sun never shines,
What?
where the shadows run from themselves. I'll just be waiting.
It's so weird because like his son is dead, so like he's even crazier than before apparently. Okay, so that is the final ending. That is all 4 endings that I'm aware of for the Boogeyman. So this lovely little data file here that says player. Yes, we can go back and finally finish off everybody else who I didn't get to yesterday. I'm gonna try and remember who all they were. I think we did the son, and we did them. We did David, right? I don't think we did Shirley.
Hello, this is a doxographist, and I am the voice actress for Shirley, who is a cool chick who's tough and dependable. And I'm not like that at all because I'm a big weenie baby and I get scared really easily. So
Yeah, I'm a big weenie baby too because everybody just saw me jump.
so that's where I'm at. Either way, it's been a lot of fun doing voice work for this project. I'm sad that I don't have anything more to record, but I'm also happy to see it all come together beautifully, Voltron like. I don't know what Voltron is in Japanese. Never mind. Yeah.
Beast King Gorion.
So I guess a bit about me. I'm a doxographist. I'm from Canada. I speak English and I speak French as well. I don't really do voice acting in French though, but bonjour, ça c'est mon français, je suis bilingue, français anglais, mais mon anglais est supérieur que mon français, meilleur, peux-je dire. Yeah, so
Wow.
I've been
Impressive.
voice acting for maybe about 3 to 4 years, around that ballpark. And mostly I voice deeper women, tough chicks. Ugh. I voice a lot of young boys. I voice some tomboy girls, that kind of stuff. The main project that I do is Let's Read Homestuck on YouTube, which is a comic dub of a webcomic called Homestuck. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but I voice Jade Harley.
Jade Harley, who is a high-pitched girl, and it's kind of different from my regular voice, but whatever.
Wow.
I do a lot of comic dubs with the group that produces Let's Read Homestuck. It's called Collab HQ if you want to look it up. And yeah, I don't know if I have much to add. I've done voice work for a couple of games, but mostly what I do is I do motion comics and I do comic dubs. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed playing the game. I hope you got spooked. You got your willies jimmy wrestled, scared.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, expressions meaning you got frightened.
Definitely had all of those things happen to me.
And yeah, sorry. This is I'm not great at talking about myself, but either way, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Later.
This is why I wanted to talk to everybody.
Hey everyone, this is Jesse, aka Stevie, and thanks for playing the Boogeyman. I've had a fantastic time working on this project, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. As a last note, I just want to give you all a recommendation to look out for future titles from Electric Pop Studios, a game designing group I'm a part of. We're in the beginning stages, so we haven't released anything yet, but hopefully we'll be getting started on that soon. Hope you all enjoyed listening to me die. Have a good one.
Hope you enjoyed listening to me die.
Hello, this is Nervous from misanthropop.com, aka Lance Canal. I'm recording this with help from my new assistant, Borscht. Say hi, Borscht.
Okay.
I've been a fan of both Uri and VG Person's output for a couple of years now, so it really was a pleasure and an honor to spend the last year working on the Boogeyman alongside them. I've also met a lot of interesting and lovely people from all over the world in the form of my fellow actors and actresses. I suppose Lance would say, "What do you want from me? I've done my job already. Give me a break." But I'd really like to thank Uri and VG Person for the wonderful opportunity that they gave me, and I hope we can all work together again someday. I'd also like to thank you for playing the game, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Definitely. Okay.
Hi, I'm the Overlord Bear. You can call me Tob or Tobby, or maybe Tobs. I know. What do you want to call me?
Bear.
Anyway, I voiced Brendan Dumont here in Uri-san's The Boogie Man. I'd like to thank Uri-san for letting me be in this project. I'm glad to be a part of the making of an awesome game in Uri-san's awesome Strange Men series, and I'm glad that I have met and made friends with certain people in the production crew. How difficult was figuring out the puzzles in the game? How difficult was figuring out the identity of the person behind the mask of the fake boogeyman? I'd like to know, though I think Uri-san would like to know that and more of your thoughts about the game even more. Also, I'd like to say that if I were a character in the TBM story, I think Brendan would probably do one of three things. Number 1, place me at main character level, maybe even at protagonist level, considering my liking for heroism. Number 2, turn me into a butt monkey that doesn't get killed during the plot but gets tortured for comedy, for Brendan at least, a lot because of my social awkwardness. And 3, kill me because I was pretty nosy and then ended up knowing too much about his plans. Maybe you would do a mix of the 3 choices. Indeed, being one of Brendan's victims is a freaking scary thought.
It is.
Oh, and I'd like to know your honest constructive feedback on my voice acting. Also, if you want to know more about me, please go to theoverlordbear.wordpress.com. Oh, and maybe you'll find something interesting if you go to brennan'scastle.tumblr.com. Now, excuse me while I take over and renovate a certain blonde Two-Face's castle.
Okay, that was awesome. I think we've done everybody. I think. So I've done the envelope. I don't know if if there is there anything from the developer Yuri or Udi herself. I don't know. Sorry, I clicked on that by accident. We already read that by VG Person. I'm not skipping her. I promise. I went over everything that she did in the last one. Now I was told that this preview here that I skipped over apparently is something different. It wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was a preview for the Boogeyman, but I don't know. I've been told it's something different. Oh, yeah, this is very different. What is this? I mean, it's cool, but I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's her next project? Oh, that's not good. The Hanged Man. Oh! Duh, why didn't I think about that? So that's probably the conclusion to... Oh, okay. That sounded a little creepy. Hey, Sandman, how's it going? Wow. So I'm guessing that's the final chapter, which is really, really crazy because the Crooked Man had to do with like a hanging too. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so we got some character biographies here, and then we will go ahead and end this video, and I think the Boogeyman, we can put a close on this chapter as well. Okay, Keith Baring, age 37, height 6'1", blood AB, which is, I'm blood type AB as well, in case you guys were wondering. I don't know if you wanted to know that or not, but yes, I'm one of the few people who know what their blood type is, at least in the States, because nobody really cares. But since my mom's Japanese and they care about blood type for like horoscopes and things like that, I know that I'm AB. Anyways, local police inspector, rank detective 3, cold and unfazed but determined. He has an obsession with protecting people out of guilt over his son's death. He didn't want to become a detective at first, but he met Helena while finding a college and ended up joining the force to win her over. Oh, that's sweet. Sharp-tongued, he often let things slip in front of his son, which he later imitated. Dick is his boss, but also like the undesired friend who gets along with the whole family. After the incident, he goes for counseling at Dick's suggestion. He hates liver. Okay. Oh, Helena's a AB as well. She's 33, height 5'3", Keith's wife, a gentle, lovable woman. Appears carefree, but is strong at her core. She's highly expressive, often laughing and crying. She met Keith as a student and quickly married him after graduating college. A year later, they had a son. She suffered emotionally for years after her son's death, but has recovered by now. She doesn't eat meat, not because she's a vegetarian, but because she hates it. Her hobby is collecting tea from all over the world. Aw, okay. David Hoover, age 27, height 6 feet. Crooked Man's hero, works for a trading company, made a complete turn from his previous moodiness. Married to Shirley for 3 months now, they kept their names. An honest fellow, but extremely unlucky. He's athletic and strong, but a little slow. He challenged his friend Paul to a chili dog contest, and Paul got gastritis, so he couldn't attend the tour. Scared of the dogs due to a traumatic incident as a kid where he was chased by one for an hour. Okay, Sophie is 17, she's 5'1" and blood type A. Okay, high school student Richard's daughter, same man's heroine and lively girl. Didn't like her dad for a long time, but they're reconciled. Maybe as a result, she seems a little too attached lately. Somewhat cheekier than before, but still diligent as ever. Gets along well with David and Shirley as older friends. A little uneasy as girls at school are getting boyfriends. Not finding anyone she likes is her main worry for now. Loves ice cream. Glad that didn't change. Okay, Lance is age 31, 5'10", AB. Ex-journalist photographer, works for a small publisher, snarky about everything, but can get freaked out easily. As a journalist, he chased incidents to write articles, though sarcastic, he has known to hit the mark. Dislikes police due to what drove him out of journalism, was thinking about making some passes at Helena and getting Keith angry to make him cause a scene. That's just mean. Lance, you're mean. Okay, Richard is 44, 5'11", and blood type O. He works for a credit company, diligent and cheerful, but has a timid side. Rather compassionate and sentimental, his daughter often blinds him to all else. It's been over 10 years since losing his wife, but he has no intention of remarrying. He mistook David for Sophie's boyfriend at first and got angry, but now that this has been cleared up, and they all get along now. A heavy drinker who collects drinks, he likes scotch best. He actually suspected the boogeyman was Brendan, but was too focused on his daughter to tell Keith. It's true, he actually did. Okay, Shirley Weber, age 26, height 5'9", blood type A, is David's wife, a pharmacist. Beautiful, strong-willed, and cool. Hates to rely on anyone and tries to do it all herself. She often fights with David. Fawns over Sophie like a little sister. Dick Anderson, age 39, 6'6", blood type O, local police manager, rank Lieutenant 1. Keith's direct boss who understands him well. He has a wife and 2 children. His stature and face frighten people, but he's gentle and doesn't raise his voice over little things. Gets along with both Keith and Helena. Okay, Eric. He is 25, 5'9", and B blood type. Local detective, Keith's subordinate, ambitious, but hates to do busy work. His laziness got him stuck with the scariest 2 at the station, Dick and Keith, but it's yet to prove effective. He questioned David when he was taking him before, he sympathized with him, and was relieved to know he was alright after the incident. Stevie Small, okay, that was, okay, gotcha, Stevie. He's 31, 5'7", blood type A, tour conductor for the agency NA Travel, became a member of Livingstone Castle Project, and decided to run this test tour. He and the castle's 9 servants ended up as Brendan Dumont's murder victims. Born in Connecticut, and that's where he now rests. Todd Baring, age 5, blood type A, and height 3'8". Keith and Helena's son. Kind of timid, but cheery and honest. Clever, and alas, quickly learned the bad words Keith used. At age 5, he was run over by a truck and died. Okay. So, I believe that is everything for the Boogeyman. We've done all that we can. We've seen everything that we can see, and we've experienced at least everything that I know we can experience. I may have missed some little tidbits or some Easter eggs here and there, but for the most part, this game was absolutely amazing and fantastic. I'm really glad that I decided to sit back down and play through the other endings to see what they were about and what they did, because I felt like everybody put so much effort into this, you know, like it still fleshes out the character. Even if they're wrong endings or bad endings, you still learn something about the people, and that's why I really wanted to do it. So thank you everybody for supporting the videos and watching these. Thank you everybody who worked on the Boogeyman, whether it was the game design itself or the voice acting. I really enjoyed this game. It was a ton of fun, and I can't wait to see what the Hanged Man is going to do for the Strange Men series, and it seems like it's going to be a crazy roller coaster ride. They always raise the bar with each and every one of these, and I'm really honored and happy that I got to play it and experience it with everybody else. So I guess that is it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's go. Oh, snap. Wait, what? No.